bang, bang.
Got everything we need.
Yeah, $230 worth of pipe. Now my hands are dirty.
Yeah, I know. Should have had someone load it for that price. God damn. I mean, it still technically beats Home Depot. We would have paid that for one of those pipes.
Oh yeah, Home Depot is ridiculous on the smallest little piece of metal.
Right. So now we got to go pick up the aluminum from the back. That's kind of like the whole reason why I came over here was for the aluminum, but I knew I needed some steel piping too for reinforcement. But yeah, you know, we'll call pickup. What's up? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're gonna be doing just a few little things on the truck. You guys seen a little bit in the beginning of the video. We went and picked up some material. So I got extra material that I didn't actually need, which is these two small pipes. So these two small ones I actually did not need, and I bought them anyways on accident. Then I had to go back and get these ones. I needed 1-inch piping, but I needed 1-inch inner diameter, not outer diameter. So this is outer diameter 1-inch piping, and that's inner diameter 1-inch piping. So in today's video, we're actually going to be taking out the rear tire mount here. I got all the fuel lines and all the harness out of the truck off video. It was just kind of, you know, it was just a quick thing after work one day. So what I'm going to be doing is removing this here. So everything from here down is going to be cut, so it's still going to have the plate there that's welded to the frame and everything like that for the shock tower. But from here back, everything's going to be cut out, and I'm going to be replacing it with a steel bar. See, we got a few different steels here. So we got like a 2-inch and 1.5 inches. We got all that material so that we can reinforce the frame after removing that. I'm going to be mounting the radiator in the rear of the truck now because of weight savings. Of course, you want at least amount of weight in front of the rear front wheels as possible. But here is the radiator currently. It is sitting out here basking in the sun. It is like 110 degrees out today, but 110 degrees never stopped me before, so it's not going to stop me today. This weekend I got a lot to do. I want to explain to you what this material is for, the larger diameter. I am going to be running the radiator in the back, and instead of doing all braided line all the way up to the front, which is a whole lot of money, we're talking like $400 for that without the fittings. For these two bars, it's about, you know, it's like $95 for both of these, and it's 12 feet. Oh, it's 12 feet. Each one is 12 feet, so it's 24 feet, and I only need about 8 feet. Give or take. But the front of the engine, I wanted to have soft line, and then the rear where it connects to the radiator wanted to have soft line. But everything from cab on there, I don't want anything that can possibly rupture or break or anything like that. And with this piping, I'm not going to have that kind of issue. So I need to run the fuel lines, I need to run the coolant lines, I need to run like all the wiring and everything like that, and also the brake lines. So in order to run all that kind of stuff, I need to know where everything kind of lays. So the best bet is going to be to go ahead and take off the cab. Now the cab is really heavy, so you need to take the doors off, you need to take the seats off, and you need to disconnect the steering rack here. And then other than that, I just unbolt the body, and then I gotta see how heavy this thing is, because if it's too heavy, I might have to plan on calling a few friends over just to come and help me take this off, including my dad, of course. All right, so we got the doors off. Now we just got to pull the seats out. I want to go ahead and keep track of all my good hardware, so I know what it is that I need later on. Gotta stay organized, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Oh, I was like, I swear I'm missing one. Give me back that. Okay. Now just pull out the seats and the steering shaft, and then other than that, it's just a bunch of body bolts. All right, so we got the seats out, and we also got the steering column disconnected. So nothing is still connected to the chassis other than, of course, the cab mount bolts. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do now. I'm pretty sure there's only 6 of them, so there'll be 1 in each corner of the cab and then 1 in the front on each side. So All right, see if this thing is movable. Okay, yeah, with one hand, definitely not. Did that move, guys? You don't tell me, I can't tell. Oh, we slid it forward. Okay. This thing is freaking heavy, dog. Oh man, that's not good. I don't like heavy things. I'm about to put an S10 freaking S10 cab on it. I can move this thing by myself. All right, well, now we just need some further assistance. Sorry.
Tell us when we're centered over the crate.
Here, a little farther forward. Right there. That wasn't too bad.
A lot heavier than mine, bro. My truck me and Brady can do it ourselves. There it is.
Man, I did absolutely what everyone else told me not to do. I kept telling them, I'm just gonna take my cab off just to run on the lines and stuff to make my life easier. Everyone was like, no, don't do it, don't do it, it's not worth it. Man, I'm glad I did it, because now I can make it pretty too.
Now what?
Now I gotta clean it.
What the hell? Bro, this is serious, man. This thing is boxed in from the front to the back. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a section, but no, it's all the way boxed in. That is nuts.
This frame is definitely heavier than your frame.
Oh yeah.
I think I gotta take some weight out of the cab.
Yeah, and that was that was ridiculous, bro. Hey, you know what? At least it's not as heavy as my truck. That thing's 9,500 pounds.
9,500 pounds.
Good Lord. So I was looking it up, and it turns out that the S10, a base model S10, starts around 2,600 pounds. And of course, depending on the package, like, you know, where you got power doors and windows and what engines in it.
They even have 4x4 models. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
it goes upwards of 3,300 pounds for that year. So yeah, it's fair to say that my truck is probably a lot closer to the 2,600 pound range. And then I'm putting a little bit more weight into it whenever I do put an LS. Unless I do an iron or an aluminum block, I guarantee an aluminum block LS weighs less than that freaking Iron Duke did, bro.
For sure.
That was the heaviest engine we've ever had in this backyard. Anyhow, yeah, the weight is definitely going to be in my favor whenever it comes to these two trucks.
Oh, for sure. It's okay. The power will be in my favor. The driver mod will be in my favor. So whatever you can get, buddy.
Yeah, okay.
The weight, okay, look, we'll make it up. Here.
All right, so another thing, everybody keeps talking crap about my truck, about the Blazer being a 5-speed. This is not going to be a 5-speed, and this is going to be the actual race truck. So whenever this thing starts getting closer to being done, the Blazer is going to turn more into like just a driver, bro, something to have fun with on the street and probably do burnouts in and maybe donuts and shit, you know, a drift Blazer. How about that? Freaking drift Blazer.
Screw it.
Hell yeah. So by all means, definitely got to keep it a 5-speed.
Well, things kind of escalated quickly, as you can see in the back here. So I ended up taking the cab off. I ended up getting some help from Marcus, Jacob, and my dad. So we got the cab pulled off. And that thing is quite heavy. I'm not gonna lie to you. We can go through, remove the old brake lines. We can go through and get rid of all the little clips, the exhaust hangers, because we're not gonna need no exhaust hangers back here. And then we also don't need any of this rear bracketry stuff here either. So I'm gonna go through, get rid of all these little plastic clips and stuff, and get rid of everything that we don't need. What are you doing over here, dog?
Telling you to be quiet on set.
What you messing up? What are these? Woo! Damn, son.
Yeah, I just took those off the Blazer. I'll put these on. These are a lot nicer.
Yeah, definitely a lot nicer. Higher quality. More original. Yeah. OEM plus right here, dog. Yeah. The rust is the plus. Hell yeah. Ooh, yeah, spins like a charm. Yeah. I trust my life with those. All right, so I got this brake line all disconnected. And got it off the truck. Now we can go ahead and move it off the truck and throw it away because we don't need any of it. Squeaky, squeaky. Come here. Nope. Sit. 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 I don't think you got trained properly. Stop it. I'm gonna punch you in the throat. Anyway, so we got everything off of the frame, as you see. Alrighty, front sway bar is disconnected. Disassembled. Let's get to cutting out here, man. Probably gonna end up taking off the rear hitch and the bumper. The only problem with doing something like that at the moment is going to be where it is I'm gonna put the rear end for like holding it up. Now I could put the rear wheels on and it not be an issue. Screw it, we'll just put the wheels on. Okay. Perfecto. Me lucky. I think you are new bumper for S10. Oh yes. I think new S10 bumper. New S10 bumper. Good morning, guys. So it is currently the next day. We are starting bright and early. I mean, bright and early is like 6:30 as of right now. So what we're doing is we're gonna go ahead and finish cleaning up on this frame. So we got everything cut last night. I got the bar sitting there for some mental visualization, you know what I mean? But basically we got this all cut out. I just got to go through with the flat disc and clean up all these areas, grind them all down to bare metal, grind this area down to bare metal for welding on the pipe, and also back here just clean it all up. I don't know exactly where it is that the other bar is going to go quite yet. I just want to clean all of it up. Alright, so I got everything buzzed down, basically down to bare metal. Basically what I'm going to want to do is weld this bar going across. It's going to weld flush to the frame and flush to the frame. Of course I got to cut it and shorten it, basically just for reinforcement, because we got rid of this X brace that was here, and that X brace was kind of like the main reinforcement for behind the rear tires. Now because I want to put the rear mounted radiator back here, I'm going to need something to go ahead and replace, like for rigidity. So I'm going to put one here and another one back here, but I need to figure out where I need to place this one. So I want to get this one tacked up first. There's a lot of like mocking up and stuff I have to do to like get it precise exactly how I want it to stay. Alright, so we got the most ideal cut. So basically what I did was I cut it about like a 1/16 of an inch longer than it needed to be, just so that whenever I actually set it in there, it will hold itself up, you know. I'm not a fabricator by any means. I mean, I'm trying to learn as I go. I mean, I've never really actually like welded something like 100% myself, so hopefully today we can go ahead and just do that myself, so I could get the process of learning so that I don't have to have anyone's help in the future. You know, it's always nice to know how to do things yourself, you know. So all right, so I temporarily mocked up the radiator. So what we're looking at, this is basically where it's going to be sitting, kind of just brainstorming, but for now I think I'm just going to do like an L shape and then create a flat part, and then it'll basically just bolt to the L shape. So I'm gonna just do it, take the radiator back down. I'm gonna try to just get rid of the stuff all in here that I don't need without messing up the radiator. Of course, I got a bunch of welding I gotta do on it, on the radiator itself, but I'm gonna have someone that actually knows how to weld pretty good do the welding that I need done on it. I'll just pull this radiator off and create some templates. All right, so we're looking at here, we have a left side and a right side. This is the left side, so it's going to be basically just two different pieces that turn into a flat surface here, and I'm gonna space them up just a little bit. So basically it'll mount like this, there's right and lefts, and then it's like halfway through, basically like that, and it'll be backspaced down a little bit, but then I'll just create a flat piece right here that'll weld on, and then it'll weld on here, and then I'll through bolt it on both sides, and then that's how it's going to mount to the chassis itself. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so what we're looking at here is the tabs. Now I'm not going to create any type of holes in it right now because I don't really have the material to actually weld onto the steel over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ratchet strap it back up again. Alright, so I got the radiator mounts basically done, other than just the ones I need to actually weld onto the frame. Now I'm not really worried about that at the moment. Pretty proud how far we got today. As you guys can see, the tabs come out to the side, which then just gives me a space to be able to mount something to it. Even if I just I was kind of thinking about maybe doing some like angle iron, and if the angle iron was like lined up with these marks here going across, and then just had like a pie cut, well, it's like a moon cut out of each side, and it slid right in, and then I was able to weld all the way around it, and that would be like pretty sturdy, and it would give me a section to be able to bolt to. Now, like I said, that part I'm gonna end up figuring out whenever I come up to it, which will be done by the end of the week. Probably just do that off camera, just get that done. But for the most part, the radiator mount is all in. It looks super freaking sick. The fuel cell is going in the bed of the truck above this, and all the fuel lines are going to be ran inside the bed, so that they're easy to access for changing out the fuel filter or cleaning the fuel filter. There's like a lot of little things that I still have to do, a lot of big money that I got to spend on a lot of this stuff, so definitely be patient with me. I definitely have a lot more planned for the future. Of course, this was just kind of just a little weekend video for you guys, so I hope you guys did enjoy. Shout out to you guys for watching today's video, and throw in the comments if you guys are excited to see the build. Of course, there is a lot to go in it, and then also throw in the comments some recommendations. I know that you guys damn, that sun is bright. I know that you guys know a lot about a lot of things, you know what I mean? So if you guys have any recommendations or anything that you guys would like to say about what it is, how the build is going so far. I know that the rear mounted radiator to some people may not make sense, but the reason being is because you want as much weight inside of a no prep vehicle behind the rear wheels, and you want as little amount of weight in front of the front wheels. So that's the reason why I went motor plate, so I could drop it back a few inches, and I also went a lighter engine. So I ended up going aluminum block. So going aluminum block is going to save me a bunch of weight in the front, and of course I have a lot of suspension work, and I'm most likely going to get a whole new drag pack for this thing. I no longer want to run these things in the front, especially with those spacers and adapters. I don't even want it to be 6 lug anymore. I want to convert it to 5 lug. but that's just another thing that I might end up getting to after it is running all motor. As you guys know, there's a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort that you have to go into doing a full build, and I don't want to cut my own legs off and take way too much off the truck and tell myself that's what I'm going to do and not actually get it done. I want to go ahead and get this done because it's kind of just the world that it is that I want to be in, you know what I mean? I want to go to no prep events, and I want to do a bunch of racing and go to the track and all that kind of stuff and do all those cool kind of fun videos. Definitely be patient with us. Sorry for the long yapping and stuff, but all right, let me go ahead and close out today's video. Huge shout out to you guys watching this video. Peace out, and I'll see you on the next one.